Hello everybody! Oh, welcome to my backyard. I'm waiting for my friend Simone. To see if she'll come join me. Ah, here she is.
Hello.
Hello! Welcome
Thank
to
you
my
so much.
backyard.
Oh, it's beautiful. I cannot tell you how I miss Australia. It's like so nurturing there.
Perhaps if
Wow.
we're lucky that we'll have some bird songs for us. Everybody meet Simone!
Woo!
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in and watching us. We wanted to jump on and have a conversation and talk about all the good stuff. The hot topic at the moment.
What is it?
Being you! Or being
Woo!
me. Unless you want
Or
to be
you?
Simone or
No.
Alesha.
Oh my God. I have to tell you, like we had that, I'm not sure, do you know Clubhouse? And then we had the conversation there. And sometimes you just throw in some questions as you do when you know the tools. And then one day he was like, I would like to spend one day in your head. And I'm sure, be careful what you're asking for. It might crash everything. Like she has never heard of Access before. And I was like, I'm not sure if that is the best request you have, but okay, you can, like I was like, oh, just got the awareness of might probably fuck shit up in your universe as you know it. But that's a different story.
Hey, Vicky.
Hello, everybody. I cannot see the people watching. That's interesting.
Ah. Well, speaking of being in people's heads,
Yeah.
Simone messaged me. She's in Europe. She messaged me and she's like, "Hey, do you want to do a Facebook Live at 7 a.m. CET?" And I was like, "Oh, what time is that?" And then she's like,
Uh-huh.
"Can you send me a link?" And I'm like, my head right now is a bit. If you could see my brain, that's what it would be doing.
Yeah,
And
and I guess that's a new normal. Like it's like with all the change and the things we're asking for, what if everything is about to change? Also how our brain works, also everything in like the body. Like I'm in question really what else is possible. So and we have that being you intro with the earth class, like being you and the earth, an intro on Saturday. And I have a sense like the earth desires to contribute something to us and our beings and our bodies. And for me, that's the energy of let's co-create something. I don't have the answer what exactly will happen, but there is an energy of like, hey, let's bring all the different spots around the planet together and yeah,
see
see
what we
what's
can tap
there.
into.
Yeah.
The coming out here, I was very like all over the shop. And coming out here and sitting on the earth for just 2 minutes. I'm sitting on the grass right now and it's been raining, so my bottom is wet and I don't even mind. But sitting out here and being with the earth is like just just a sigh of relief. And
Hmm.
being me, being with the earth is, I mean, what's possible that hasn't been possible before, Simone?
Yeah. So much has changed and like I can just speak for myself. Like in the last weeks, I had so much new choices, so much more step up. And like with this class, it was planned differently. And then let's do an intro, let's do it with the earth. And like, hey, let's do it outside. And I was like, oh my God, like how often are we just sitting inside in front of the computer? And what if we could have the phone with us outside and receive really in nature? Even if that might be not be perfect and the sound might be different as we use it, like, yeah, if
What was
you're
your
up for,
inspiration? Was it that? What was your
yeah,
inspiration to create
like
this?
there was like, okay, for Germany, it's like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Like, who is sitting in front of a computer if the weather is good? Like, hey, but what if we do it outside? What if it's not either or? What if we can have everything? I mean, there's so many times I'm sitting here on the Lake of Constance outside in nature, working with my phone, and people like, look, this person is just on the phone. Like, yeah, but I'm working. I'm sitting here outside. Like, what better place can we have for work than directly in nature? It's just I have a different point of view about it, and I'm so grateful for all the possibilities we have there.
And when
So
you're creating outside and you're being outside while on your phone and working, what what's that? What's the difference that you perceive for you? For those people that are going, you should be working. What's the difference for you?
For me, it's just like that huge space, like I've always being inspired in nature. Like there different ideas are coming alone, having a walk outside, like, oh, let's do this. Like so often they're like, oh, the creations are talking with me there. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I said, like, let's do it outside. And then all of a sudden Milena showed up and now we have, I guess, 10 languages translated, which I've never done before. And like, why not? Like just let's do something new and figure out how it goes.
Okay, this is cool. So, how often do you do calls in English?
Not often. I guess it's the second or the third, like not, yeah. And people have asked me for a long time. Do some like so many people tell me I'm watching your German videos. I cannot understand a word, but I love the energy. Like, oh, that's funny. And yeah, now what's possible?
But
Yeah,
you've touched on the key to being you. It's the energy. It's the energy that we be. It's the energy that you be.
yeah. Wow, thank you.
Who did
I
I
don't have
just
a
see? Was that Amanda? Hello, Amanda. Hello, Ina. Yeah.
oh, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, yeah. And like now what's possible like with this day. As I said, like let's have an adventure. Let's find out what's there. Let's ask questions, like tap into the earth and also tap into being. Like I was such a master of hiding everything, like just fitting in as much as possible. And then at a certain point, like, yeah, you just see like it's the farthest you can get. And now, like, you know what? It's so much more fun to not do that. And yeah, I don't have even answer what being you is. Like I have done my first being you class one asked like, yeah, but now can you talk about being you? I cannot give you a definition. It's just for me, it's about asking questions and discovering like with you together what you know, what's light for you, what you're asking for. Like there's so much we can contribute to each other when we're, from my point of view, when you're open to just give the other person the space to discover who they are. I cannot tell you this. I can tell you tons of stories of my life. Sometimes it's helping, but like if you are on the journey for yourself, like what if you can ask you and discover that? Like, yeah, I'm really not good with answers.
Well, what we have is more questions, everybody. More
Yeah,
questions and more being. Turn up our being. And
so true.
delicious timing. Being International Being You Day
The very
as
first
well.
ever, yeah. So
Yes. That's the 22nd in the States, so the 23rd if you're in Australia. And as you said, this class is on Saturday afternoon for you, so Sunday morning for us
so I have a
in
question,
Australia.
Alesha. Have you noticed any difference this week with being you day coming up? Is there a different energy in your world as well? Have you noticed anything?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Thank you for asking. There's something that I haven't looked at and acknowledged. There's a more ease is permeating into my world and looking a lot. I mean, we were on a call this morning talking about relaxation. There's this request and ask to relax more into being and the
Mm.
ease that comes with that when you're not busy doing the hustle and bustle, because there are a lot of things to there's an energy of creativity, of creation, of exuberance and
Exactly. That's what I like. What the fuck? It's just as someone has just set up the fire under the butt and now let's like zoom, rocket ship started, now fly.
exactly. And with that, at the same time, like concurrently asking to turn up the being rather than fall into the trap of doing with this creation energy. It's like, how can I turn the dial of my being up and
Yeah.
have
But
that
is it
relaxation?
sometimes I wonder what if that creative monster in us is from being.
Creative monster.
That's how I like what like relaxing and being does not mean not doing. So it's just yeah. I wonder what
This
we
is
can discover on
I've
Saturday. Like
I'm talking from myself. I'm a classic doer. Gotta do the do.
yeah,
So
which like yeah, what if it's not an either or? Like what if the doing can be so much from being, and like how much are you doing from being?
mm. Oh yeah, that's a great question.
Hashtag what if you're not wrong with doing? Like I'm not sure how it is for you, but like there's that days where like, you just do that, you do something to just satisfy your head of like I'm not lazy. And also and then at the other times it's like the doing, like everything's just flowing. Boom, 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 boom. Where next? And that's how
Yeah,
I perceive this is for me creating like doing from being and not from yeah, just doing that something that I'm just doing anything, you know? So yeah, but that's for me.
Pamela McDowell. Hello. You can't see who's here.
Hello.
We have all of the
Now I
beautiful
can.
people.
This is what really interesting here with it. Facebook is changing shit. I'm excited. Like I cannot wait what we can discover, like what energies are there to contribute to co-create like the earth. I also have a sense the earth is just happy that we're doing this and like having people around the planet tapping
Connecting
into
and
here
being.
and connecting. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
thank you for the invitation, Simone. And we'll drop some details into
Thank you.
the below or above or wherever Facebook puts it so that you can find it. And if you're
Thank you so
curious, you
much.
can reach out to me or Simone.
And I miss Australia and all of you. I would like to hug you soon. What's possible? What can we
Yeah, what's
create?
possible?
Just what else is possible here? Cool. Thank you so much, love.
Thank you,
See you on
Simone.
Saturday.
Thank you, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.